What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Under the Scope. So, today we're going to be interviewing another one of the people that I've been playing with in and out of the community. This guy is a really great guy. He's done a lot of cool videos. He continues to grow on TikTok. He's one of the funniest guys I played with. His name is Serial Kamper. So in a few seconds, I'll be bringing on Serial Kamper into the actual screen here. He won't be able to see me, but we'll have a nice conversation, just like we did in our first episode with Skitty 84 Gaming. You guys will be able to see and learn a little bit of who Serial Kamper really is and how he got into gaming, and let him tell us his story. So I hope you guys enjoy our episode 2 of Under the Scope. Hey, what's going on, Serial?
What's up?
How's it going, man?
Not bad, not bad.
All right. I know it's weird because you can't see me, but just know that you look great in the camera, as you always do, my friend.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. You got Josh Lee. Is he a camper? Wow. Well, I'll let him answer the first question.
Yes, I am a camper. So, I'd say about 50% of the time I camp. It gets boring, so you have to mix it up and push some and just be toxic. So basically, I'm the antithesis to all the movement kings. I love being able to mess with them. Basically, they think they're the greatest thing on earth, and I like hitting them with rockets and shotguns.
Hey, there you go, right? I know we've been playing for a while, but it's like everything. I played with Skitty for a long time, and I'm like, man, how much do we really know about Skitty, right? And so we did it the first episode, and I think a lot of people got to understand who he was, and so I want to be able to tell people's story, and so I wanted to. That's why I reached out and kind of want to hear your story, and tell us who you are. So obviously you go by the name of Serial Kamper. You don't have to share your name if you don't want to, but you can. I know all of us talk and like, what's his real name? I don't think we've ever asked him.
Well, it's Steve.
All right. Well, there you go. There you go, guys. Now we have Steve the Camper. Hey, so thank you, Steve, for taking the time to interview with us. So feel free, if you want to answer some of these questions, great. If you don't, just let us know and we'll move on to the next one. So again, the purpose of this is just so people can know who you are, and then learn a little bit about you. So yeah, man, you want to tell us, you want to share your age on how old you are and how long you've been gaming?
Sure. So I am actually turning 40 in August, and I've been gaming since, NES days, Atari days. I remember playing Pong. I remember playing Super Mario Brothers. I've been gaming a long time. And I took some time off there briefly, but that's when I was in the military and traveling a little bit. But always came back to it, and now my kids are also into it, so it's a way for me to relate to them.
Oh, wow. So what brought you back to gaming, Serial?
Honestly, things just started to slow down, traveling wise. So it was finally back, and I met a good group of people. And this is back in COD 4 days, World at War. And it's funny because I came back from a deployment, and I didn't really know anybody that played games other than like what we did overseas. It was just LAN parties, kind of like the old school Halo days. And my wife, she was part of a mother of preschoolers group, and I became friends with all the dads there, and then several of them ended up being gamers. So that kind of got me back into the online gaming, and then of course my boys, they started playing. So it's just been a way to blow off steam.
Hey, what other better way besides shooting a gun in the range, So oh man, no. So you mentioned COD 4, man. Is that when you came back in? Is that the game you played that got you back online?
Yeah, COD 4 was that was the game. So I realized how far the Call of Duty series had come, how far first-person shooters had come, and I'd kind of fallen away from Halo. Since I was gone for so long, I really didn't get into Halo 2, 3, whatever. But coming back from deployment, of course, when I was deployed, we were playing zombies, playing LAN parties, just having fun with that. And I got hooked. It was a way to get back into it. So, and ever since then, COD has kind of been my go-to franchise.
Nice. You play any other games, Serial, besides COD or no?
I do, mostly off stream. I'll play Assassin's Creed, I play Madden, I'll play MLB The Show, kind of all over the place. I've recently started playing Fall Guys with my sons, so.
Hey man, I play that and Roblox, man.
Yeah, the kids
Oh
keep
man.
trying to get me into Ark or Minecraft or things like that, and it's just that's not really my thing. But
Yeah, no, I feel you. Same thing with mine. So hey, let me ask you something, man. So how has gaming changed since you started gaming?
oh man, I mean, well, I mean, you're pretty close to my age. I mean, we
I
grew up
am. I'm
with.
41 years old. I just turned 41 this past Monday. So
Happy birthday.
thank you. Thank you.
Uh, um, when we grew up, it was single player. I mean, you might have a player or two with your little brother or sister or whatever, but for the most part, it wasn't really competitive. And I mean, it was fun, but you were always challenging yourself, doing speed runs of Mario or Sonic or anything like that. Uh, and I used to like the fighting games, but I think it's really the competitive nature of it and being able to communicate with people that are across the world. I mean, it really opens it up, and you really exposed a lot of talent out there. So I think that's the biggest change, and of course the graphics. I mean, you go from back when we're looking at 2D versus what we have now. It's absolutely insane thinking that 30 years ago we were in a completely different state as far as graphics are concerned.
Oh no, absolutely, absolutely. Now have the games become more a little bit more competitive than you remember them to be? It used to be where you got home and you had some fun, jumped in, and it wasn't as what we call sweaty, right? It was just more of like, hey, let's go. And I mean, you kind of sweated out yourself too, anyways, but you had, it felt like you had more of a chance than now. But, has that really changed? Have you seen the change there?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, of course. I mean, I think back to Mario Kart and having sleepovers and just playing all night, loaded up on
Yeah.
Mountain Dew and pizza. And yeah, I mean, just since then, it's that competitive nature that sparked that, and I just like going in and having fun. So yeah, I mean, it's way different. What's
Yeah.
up? I see Marty in the chat.
Yeah. What's up, Artie? What is this? Hey man, this is we're getting to know who Serial Camper is behind the name. So you got here just in time. We're just getting started. So let me ask you, man, and this is something because I keep hearing this, as I'm talking to different people, and do you believe it favors our age group or the younger generation nowadays?
I mean, really, it's across the board. I mean, when you start looking at movement and the hand-eye coordination it takes to be a Joe Woe, some of these younger guys. I mean, Aiden. Like, I mean, just you name the streamer out there. Their reflexes, their timing, their intuition, their brains, I think, just work a lot faster. So when it comes to those like really fast-paced fights, that close quarters, they've got it. I think age benefits us in the sense of strategy. We've had a long time to play. We've seen a lot of the game styles, and we have a little bit more patience. And that's really and it's kind of funny. That's kind of what led to the first clan I set up was the Serial Camper clan, the KOA clan, and we just literally set up strategies for maps where we hold different positions and wait for people to push us, and that's kind of where the toxicity started. So,
Oh man. So let me ask you, where did Serial Camper come from?
you know, it started off as the name of our clan, and really we're just kind of thinking, and this was Call of Duty Ghost time frame, and I had a different gamer tag at that time. But the whole clan was called Serial Camper Clan KOA, and I just liked it because I liked the idea of three letters KOA. It gets the point across. This is who we are. This is what we do, and serial. I didn't want to just be like serial killer or serial camper spelled the normal way. So I thought let's have a little play on words and let's just go with that. So
Okay. So, but why choose Serial?
this is just an alternate spelling of serial SERIAL.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
It's,
Gotcha.
it's, it's funny
So instead of serial killers, serial campers. There you go. I got you. I got you.
So when I
Yeah.
when I think back on it, though, and a lot of the times I hop into somebody's chat or whatever, that's the first question out of their mouth is, what kind of cereal do you like? And it's like, well, actually, I don't even like cereal.
Oh, man. All right. So that answers it for everyone. Josh, Marty, you know, cereal. It was meant as cereal, like a serial killer, you know? So there you go. All right. Well, that answers a lot because I always wonder, I wonder if he likes cereal that much, you know? So, well, see, guys, he doesn't even like cereal right now. So now I know that you don't only game, but you stream as well. So how long have you been streaming?
Started last year, March timeframe. So I've been doing it a little over a year, year and a half. And really, it was just moving from the Xbox to the PC. I was like, ooh, I can do this now. And I take that back. I streamed a little bit on Mixer back in the Fortnite days, but it was mostly just to dabble, just to try. So I started in March of last year. And I really didn't start taking it seriously until March of this year. And that's honestly when I've seen most of my growth, is from that point forward. So,
Okay. And you've
yeah.
been going good, man. You've been having a nice little, little increase in numbers there. But your video quality and you know what's funny is the the actual quality of your vehicles versus the quantity of your vehicle. I mean, of your videos that you've been doing, and I've seen that a lot. It's more entertaining, than a lot of these other people that just try to put out 3 videos a day of them killing people and and stuff like that. But yours are more entertaining, So I honestly look forward to seeing your videos come out, man. So
Sometimes I feel a little lazy, and it's just like, "Oh, I got to get something out there, so let's just put whatever I can find." And usually scrambling because sometimes I'll have like 4 or 5 good clips, and I'll just post those.
yeah.
I need to have a little bit more patience and space those out.
So do
But
you
yeah,
do one clip a day, or do you do 2 or 3? What do you do? What's been working for you?
so I've been trying to do one a day, but like I said, there's a couple days where there's 4 good videos I want to get out, and also I want to kind of test the algorithm on different platforms. So I'll post it out there with music, without music, just to see kind of what people are interested in. Uh, but
And what's your findings like?
it's all over the place.
Is it
It is.
okay?
And different platforms. I mean, the algorithm is completely different. I noticed that when I post gameplay on Instagram,
Uh huh.
it doesn't get a lot of attention, whereas on TikTok it would. But if I post something like, I had a video where I was like, what's the most annoying character villain that you remember from a video game, and I posted the dog from Duck Hunt. That one took off on Instagram. It had like 3,000 views in like 3 days.
I
So
remember that one. That is the fucking most annoying guy. Excuse my language.
yeah, so I mean, each platform has its own purpose, I think, and it's just trying to figure out what those are, and I'm just testing it out.
All right. Well, I'm glad. Again, a lot of people don't know, and a lot of people are scared to dabble in different platforms, so they just stick to one. So it's great to hear your input because obviously, again, it seems, and I could tell that you've been having success in your growth of your channels, and so that's really good to see that you've kind of started from the ground floor and you've been working your way up, and it's good I'm sure it's good for people to understand that, hey, here's what's working for me and here's what not, versus some of these big time streamers that have been in professional organizations that their community followed them from their esports organizations versus their organic actual growth like what you're doing right now. So it's actually really, really cool to see that. So thanks for sharing that. I know we talked about like now games favor our age group or the younger generation, but do you think that having these competitions like on Z League or the World or Warzone tournaments that have been had, do you believe those should be maintained where everyone's in one, or should they have it where it's a 30 and over league versus the younger generation, and then the younger generation have their own leagues? Do you think something like that should exist? Yes, if so, why?
I think it's good to have competition across the board. I like being able to compete against, the other day we came across uh, Tim the Tatman and Swag. It's cool running into those guys. And if we had age groups and tournaments, I don't know if that would happen organically. Um, and again, that's random gameplay too. But I do like the fact that uh, there's a. I like the idea of having an age group qualifier. I think that would be kind of cool to market and say, this is a dad's league, this is a 40 and up league, and you could probably get some good marketing off of that. But overall, I mean, I really like the cross the board competition. So I
Okay.
like facing the young kids. And then they see that this 40-year-old guy can hold his own sometimes.
Hey, there you go. Hey, that's what I say too. You got these young guys like Marty, in their 20s, and they're flying across the map, and I'm right there at times. I look at him, I was like, all right, this guy getting a donut, this map, is because I feel bad when I get a donut. I was like, damn, everyone has kills.
Yep.
So, but Marty says he's 20. Come on, Marty. I said 20-something-year-old Marty. Wait, are you in your 30s or 20s, Marty? Now you got me confused. Now we're gonna 34. Oh wow. Okay, there you go. He's 34. Well, you're still flying across the map. There you go. So basically, us as gamers, has proven that our reaction time as we continue to game will only increase and will keep our mentally healthy as we continue to go. So which is a really, really good thing. Obviously, IndyCar racers, some of them retired at early 40s, and they're done. But so there's nothing to say, hey, if they were 50 and still racing, would they still have that reaction time? But for gamers, you look at people like Grandpa Gaming, like, I mean, I'm sure if they saw me in a map, they'd take my head off, So but you know what I mean? So anyway, so I just thought I'd share some fun facts with you, buddy. So
Nice.
But
yeah, I think I'm baseball just because I'm a baseball player. I've grown up playing it, still play it. And, I think this year I might actually retire, but yeah, it's
that's it. We're
Yep.
hanging it up.
yeah, I'm hanging it up. I'm getting injured too much. So,
Oh yeah, I feel you. Well, I was playing. I grew up playing soccer since the age of 3, and then I played baseball. But I blew my knee at 33,
Yeah.
cadaver graft ACL, and that's it. So I have 25% of my meniscus, lateral and medial meniscus, and so I'm done. I can't even run anymore, nothing. So
that's why I'm with my left knee. I've got that degenerative joint disease based on 3 surgeries on that left knee for meniscus.
but that left knee is the one you slide on, right?
I slide both sides. So
Do you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Well, let's be
So-
real. The last couple of years, I've been more of a DH, and then I get a courtesy runner when I get to first. So I really don't have to slide in anywhere, at least not anymore.
oh man. Hey, listen, if they give us a manual for getting old, shit. I tell you, I do things differently,
Oh, for
So
sure.
yeah. So Serial, thank you for taking the time to talk with us and letting us know a little bit about you, for us to get to know who Serial Kamper is. Is there anything else you'd like to share with us today?
I mean, this was good to come on here. Thank you for having me. Thank you for interviewing me. Shout out to the KLG fam. I just joined the Chaos Legion gaming group. If you know,
Nice.
if you've seen It's Husky or there's several of them. Look, Squirrel is actually a member of KLG as well. But yeah, look for the upcoming months. They're putting together some montages and things like that.
Are they? Nice.
Yep.
Hey, so a few more actually one more question. So I know you're married, right?
Yeah.
How many kids do you have?
I've got 3, 18, 14, and 12.
Oh wow. Okay. And I know you said they all game, right, with you?
They all game.
Nice. All right. Well, Kamper, again, appreciate your time. Thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us today and letting us know who Serial Kamper is and where Serial Kamper came from. Now I know it's not because your favorite cereal. It's because you're more of the serial killer like Ted Bundy and that sort of stuff. So, but thanks so much, Serial, for taking the time to sit in with us, man. Appreciate it. We'll see you out in the battlefield, my friend.
Sounds good, man.
All right. Thank you.
All right, bye.
Bye. All right, everyone. As you guys heard, we had the pleasure of sitting down with Mr. Serial Kamper here. So as you guys know, again, I'm going to try to make these episodes a little bit more frequently. There's a lot of people that we have the pleasure of playing with day in, day out that we don't know who they are, what their background is, how they got into gaming, and so this gives at least the ability for people to come and tell us a little bit more about themselves and to get to know the people that we play with every day. So thanks again, Serial Kamper, for taking the time to sit down with us and tell us a little bit about yourself yourself and getting us to know a little bit about you more than the everyday game that we go in and out of. So thanks a lot. And again, guys, this is another episode of Under the Scope, and we'll see you on the next one.